writer-producer with many credits. And I think she has an overall deal at 20th Century Fox. And this is one of her projects under that deal. So I'll be doing it, and I think I work this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's what they tell me. But they told me to be flexible.
Yeah.
Which in other words means don't book anything, or if somebody wants you to work on something, call us first.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I'm doing next. And I did not audition for it, which is unusual. They just offered it to me, which is lovely. And that is something, that practice of just offering it to an actor, that used to be done a lot in the 80s and 90s. But by the time we got to 2000, it just evaporated. You just had to audition for everything, even if they knew you from other series, even if you'd been on shows with them. It was just, and I think it's sort of that having to prove yourself constantly is why so many of my friends who are in my age group have said, I'm sick of it. I don't want to do that anymore. And I kind of understand that, but I don't mind auditioning. I think it's kind of fun,
Yeah.
I certainly don't get nervous anymore. No.
I was nervous to do this. Now I'm all right. So.
Oh, good. Isn't that nerves and fear and worry, they're all just wasted emotions. You don't need to do them at all. They don't help anything.
But you have to be nervous because we're human beings. So. Yeah.
Well, it happens. That's true. It does happen. In fact, Trey, today I sing in my church choir, and I've sung many times, on stage and on my own. And anyway, I got up there to sing something that I was assigned to sing, and I didn't get the first note. And it kind of threw me off. And I was able to recover, but I thought, well, now, isn't that a wake-up call? Somebody needs a little more rehearsal.
Yeah.
And I think I psyched myself out because, in fact, I did not have rehearsal. The choir director just assigned it to me right before we went up to get on the altar. And I thought, I could do it. Well, I could do it in my head, but I psyched myself out. But, I did my best, so I don't worry about it.
And it's all that matters, really.
Yeah, you just do your best. Everybody's human.
Besides being a television actor, you're also a voice actor, like in video games and cartoons and all that.
Yeah, I get a little, I don't get a lot of it, but I do get it. And in fact, I'm sitting in my office here, and right behind me, as I turn around right now, I am looking at my voiceover equipment. We do all our auditions at home, and then we just email them in, and that's wonderful. We used to have to go into our agent's office, get on the schedule, wait in the lobby. And that's another reason I think actors quit. If they don't have that setup, they hate having to get in traffic, find parking, pay for it, go upstairs, wait, do it, and then not get it. Not get the job.
Yeah.
So my voiceover agent insisted that all of us get home booths with, stands and lights and a mic, of course, and all that. So I just do it right from home, and sometimes I get them. I don't get them often. Last year I only got one.
Oh.
But it's sort of like it still challenges me, I want to get more. So I'm just determined to keep at it. And my agents are very faithful and loyal to me. I've been with them, I don't know, from the beginning. So, yeah, I sometimes land them. It's very exciting. It's actually more exciting getting one than, say, another sitcom or another movie, because that happens all the time.
Yeah.
It's like when I get a voiceover, it's like I broke a special code and I didn't know I had figured it out. It's still kind of a mystery to me how you get a voiceover.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. It does.
Good.
Yeah, I do a lot. I have a lot of equipment too, like you said, like microphone. That's how I do my radio show. I do it. I have I have a little studio at my house. I'm in it right now, and when I'm done with my radio shows, I send it to wherever it needs to go. So.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
It is.
Okay, next question. I imagine you worked with a lot of actors and actresses. Who was the most memorable to work with? Was it Bonnie Hunt or?
Oh, there's so many. Bonnie, of course. You know, she is very clearly a genius, and her creativity never stops. I once asked her, "How can you write, direct, star in, edit, lighting? I mean, props? How can you do it all?" She said, "Because I do it simultaneously. When I'm writing, I'm also seeing the direction. I'm seeing the lighting. I'm seeing the set. You know. And she's a friend, and she's very loyal, and so I have a great kinship with her. I have loved. There's so many people I have loved working with. Another one was Patricia Heaton on The Middle. I hit it off with her. She is younger than I am, but we share a lot of the same sort of basic fundamentals.
Yeah.
That we're both Catholics. We're both active in our faith. We're both pro-life. And we just sort of connected in this way. She's also very, very funny. She's a very funny girl. So we did a lot of laughing on that set. But there have been so many that I've really enjoyed working with. And, you know, sometimes people ask, well, do you have any stories of people that it was kind of tough on the set or things? And I'm sure that stuff does happen, but I never remember it. I just let all that go.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm not much into negativity.
Yeah, you keep all the positive stuff in. So
I do. It's just my nature, and it works well in life because there's plenty of negative stuff that happens that you can't control.
Yeah.
I just press on.
yeah, I've seen a lot of people, many people, some friends that are negative in their life, and it just ruins their whole day. All of it.
It does, and it's hard to be around negative people because it kind of sucks the life out of you.
Yeah.
You know, and ultimately you can't really help them other than just to listen. But that can wipe you out.
My next question, where were you born? Were you born in Los Angeles, California, or?
Oh, no, I'm from the Midwest. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
I've been to St. Louis.
Have you? What brought you there?
Me, my mom and dad, we like to travel, vacations and stuff. So
Yeah. Wonderful. So you saw the arch?
Yeah, I've been on the arch. You know, you could go in and.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. That's great. St. Louis is a wonderful town to grow up in. It really, really is. And I go back a lot. In fact, I'm going back for my 50th high school reunion in October.
Oh.
And so I've been working on it, gathering information on all the girls that were in my class and everything, and to make a contact. I'm sort of coordinating activities.
Mm-hmm.
I love projects. And being an actor, I do have free time.
Mm-hmm.
So I do a lot of volunteer work. I fundraise for my favorite charity, which is Heifer International.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of that.
Do projects.
I do a lot of volunteer work too. I like to help out with a lot of community stuff.
What are your favorite activities for that? Do you like a soup kitchen or a church or something?
Well, me and my mom used to go to a church. I'm from Louisiana, and
Yep.
we went to a Baptist church. We like to help out with community fundraising and all that.
Yeah, I love it too. I love the community, and of course, it makes you, when you give, you feel so wonderful. You feel you yourself feel so wonderful.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you have to help out your brothers and sisters. You know.
Exactly. Yeah. I will say, as much as I love going back to St. I do. And my sisters, we meet there and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I could never live there anymore because it's a little too small for me. It's lovely, but I like a little more action in my life. You know?
I like living in the country. I've lived in the city for a couple years. I didn't like it.
Yeah. My husband, of course, he lives with me, but he would prefer, we spoke about it again today, he would prefer to live, or to have a larger piece of property. We have a lovely home, but it's on a very small piece of property in the middle of Los Angeles. And he grew up on a farm of 1,400 acres. And he misses that.
My Lord, that's a lot.
I know. That's a lot of land. He's from Virginia. That's a lot of land. And he misses it. But that's the sacrifice he makes, being married to an actor.
What brought you to Los Angeles, California? Acting or?
Yeah. I lived in New York 6 years. And at 30, I thought, if I don't move to Los Angeles, I'm not going to make enough money to ever buy a car, let alone a house. And I wanted that. And that's really why I moved. I also felt that after I'd been on stage doing plays for 9 years, plus the plays in school, but 9 years of stage, and I thought, I feel artistically fulfilled. It actually, now that I say it, it wasn't 9 years, it was 10 years. Because, stage actors belong to Actors Equity. That's our union.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, now before I leave to try to become a TV and film actor, I want to make sure I have enough years in my stage acting union to get a pension when I'm older. So I went one more year. I stayed in New York one more year and did theater. So after 10 years and being vested in my union pension fund, I moved to Los Angeles. And you might be surprised, I certainly was. I got my first job on my first audition. And I got my second job on my second audition. And then I just settled in like every other actor and didn't get every job I went on. But getting those first two was it just blew my mind. Absolutely, totally blew my mind. And it confirmed for me that I had made the right choice. Because I only saved enough money to live in Los Angeles 6 months. And getting those two jobs right away meant, oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'll be fine. And maybe I should tell you what that first job was, because it was a big shock to me.
Okay.
I did. Do you have time for this?
We got like 3 minutes. Yeah, you could say it. It's good.
Okay. I was called to do an audition for Magnum PI, and it was a Russian shot putter. And I didn't know how to speak with a Russian accent, so I called the only actor in Los Angeles I knew. He said, I don't know how to do that. I said, what am I going to do? They don't give you the script beforehand. You have to go to the studio and get it. He said, go to the studio, then call me at this number, and I'll try to tell you over the phone. You just write it down, whatever I tell you. So that's what we did. I then went in and did the audition, and the guy, it was Don Belisario, a very prolific executive producer. He said, well, that was everything from Inger Stevens to Desi Arnaz. Now, you may be too young to know what